Now let us discuss this problem. So this says a object A is kept fixed at point x equals to 3 and y is equals to 1.25. So there is a object, this is kept fixed at x equals to 3 and y is equals to 1.25, and this is a Planck P. The Planck starts moving along the positive direction, positive x direction, with acceleration of 1.5 meter per second a square. So this is the acceleration. So let us say acceleration of Planck is given to you, that is 1.5 meter per second square. So this is the acceleration of Planck you have. At the same instant, a stone is projected from the origin with speed u. So this is u. So stone is projected with a speed u. Let us say this has been projected at angle theta. So now I know ux and uy basically. Are you getting or not? So ux is u cos theta and uy is u sin theta. Whenever I need, I will use that. Now a stationary person on the ground observes that a stone hitting the object during its downward motion at an angle of 45 degree to the horizontal. So two important points. The stone hits the object A during downward motion. So let me write this one. So a stone hits the object, and this happens during the downward motion. Are you getting or not? So this is during downward motion. This is important. And this point of time, this makes an angle of, so a stone makes an angle of 45 degree to the horizontal. Are you getting or not? So velocity vector. So you see a stone is going in this direction, and then case it is making an angle of 45 degree from the horizontal. So this is the angle made by a stone when the heating takes place. Find u. So what are the things we have to find? U we have to find. Of course, sin theta or theta is not given to you, so maybe theta have to eliminate, and time after which this heating occurs. So time after which heating occurs. So we have to find two things. Let me explain the diagram first. So what we have. So let us say this is my y-axis, and let us say this is my x-axis. So this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis. And this the stone is basically, let us, if you see the path of a stone, it will go something like this. It will follow a parabola. Now it hits the downward motion. So this initially Planck is somewhere here. Let us say this Planck is initially here, and this object A is here somewhere. Now after some time it is here because it is moving. After some time it is here. So finally, so let us say after some time it is here. Are you getting or not? So easy one. And after some time it will reach up to this point. So this is the point where heating occurs. At this point it is moving in this direction. So let us say a stone is coming here and it hitting. So if you see, this is the velocity of a stone. Are you getting or not? So this is the velocity of a stone. And the question says velocity of a stone makes an angle of 45 degrees. So this is 45 degree with the vertical, horizontal. So this angle is given to you 45 degree. So this is V by Vx and this is V by. So if this angle is 45 degree, I can say Vy is equals to Vx, because tan theta is 45 is simply 1. So tan 45 is Vy divided by Vx, and this means Vy is equals to Vx. But another important point, Vy is negative and Vx is positive. So if I want to write this equation sign wise, I have to multiply a minus sign. Are you getting it now? So this is the first thing we will have. We can find, let us say after t time heating occurs. So up to this point, any problem? No problem. So let us go further. Let us say heating occurs after time t. So heat occurs after time t. So after time t. So now I can calculate what is the velocity Vx after time t. So this remains same because horizontal velocity remains same, and this is initially horizontal velocity is u, and this has been thrown at angle of theta, so u cos theta, and this remains same. What is the vertical velocity? So Vy after time t is ut u minus at. So S is V is equals to u plus at. So if you remember, V is equals to u plus at formula. So V is equals to u is u sin theta, z is negative. So this is zt. Now if we plug these two things here, so I will have u sin theta minus zt. This is equals to minus Vx, that is u cos theta. Are you getting or not? So I will have one equation. So u sin theta minus cos theta, u sin theta plus u cos theta. So this is u cos theta. So this is u cos theta. This is equals to zt. So this is your equation number 1. Are you getting or not? Let us how we will find the next equations. Next equation we will find what is the total distance traveled by a stone in the x direction, that is equals to the total distance traveled by the plank in x direction. So initially plank was here, and this coordinate is 3. So this distance is 3, and the next distance traveled by the plank in this direction. What is the distance traveled by the plank in this direction? Ut plus half at square. Plank is moving with acceleration a, and initial speed is u is 0. So distance traveled by the plank in this direction is half at square. Are you getting or not? So this is simply half a t square, and this distance is how much? This distance is 3, that is given to you initially. So this distance is 3. Are you getting? And now what is the distance traveled by the, oh not, this is the half at square, not the full distance. So let us say, let me rub this one. So half at square distance is up to here only. So this is the point where you have half at square. Are you getting or not? So this is the distance that is equals to half at square. Half a t square. Are you getting? So this means what is the distance traveled by the parabola projectile, that is the total distance in this case I can also calculate. So that should be 3 plus half at square. So 3 plus half at square. This is equals to distance traveled by the projectile, and projectile is equals to, I can write y is equals to ut plus a half at square. Initial velocity is u sin theta ut, and this is u cos theta basically, x direction. So this is u cos theta into t. So this is the x direction equation. Are you getting or not? So this is the easy equation. So this is the equation number 2. And I will get one more equation, that is the bidirection. You see the collision occurs here, and this distance is 1.25. You see the figure. This distance is 1.25 meters. So collision occurs at a height of 1.25 meter. So I can write third equation 1.25 s is equals to ut u sin theta into t ut minus half gt square. Are you getting on it? So this is equation number 3. So I have to solve these 3 equations. That is very important. You see what we can do is, if I add these 2 equations, so I will have u cos theta plus u sin theta, and that is basically gt. So let us say if I add all the 3 equations, so this side I will have, so what I am doing is 1 plus 2 and this plus 3. So if I add 1 plus 2 plus 3, I will have this side 3 plus 1.25 plus half at square, and this is equals to, we will have this side u sin theta cos theta goes, so we will have gt minus half gt square. So gt minus half gt square. Are you getting or not? So we have to solve, and acceleration, initial acceleration a is given to you, that is 1.5 meter per second square. So a is 3 plus 1 4.25 plus a half, and this is 1.5 t square, and z I have to take 10 because the question says take z is equals to 10, and this minus half z t square, half z is 10 and time is 10, so t square. Are you getting or not? So if I calculate this one, this value is 4.25 and this is 0.75 t square, so this is 0.75 t square is equals to 10t minus 5t square. So what we will have? Minus 5, so 5.75 t square, and this is equals to minus, so 5.7 minus 10t plus 4.25 is equals to 0. I have to solve for t, so let us solve for t. So t is equals to minus b, that is plus 10, plus minus b square, that is 100, minus 4s is 4 into 4.25 into 5.75, and this divided by 2a, so 2 into 5.75. So let us solve this one. So this is plus 10 plus minus, let us find the root of this term, that is, so let me use calculator. So I will having 100 minus, so let me write 100 minus 4 into 4.25, 4, I think you are able to see this one or not, yeah, 4 into 4.25, so this is 4.25 multiplied by 5.75, this multiplied by 5.75. So this value is 2.25, and root of 2.25 everybody knows, that is 1.5, so root of answer, so this is 1.5, so this is 1.5 meters, so quite good value you have. So this is 1.5 divided by 2 into 5.75, that is I think 11.5, so 11.5. Now if you take two solution will come, so one solution is t is equals to 1, so one solution is t is equals to 1 second, another solution is t is equals to less than 1 second, that is 10 minus 1 9, 8.5 divided by 8.5 divided by 11.5. Now I will not consider this time because mathematically there are two possibilities of collision. So this y height will be reached one point here and the same y will be reached at this point. So this is the lower time where it will reach this y height, this is the higher time where it will reach this y height. So I will take t is equals to 1 second, and now everything we can calculate. If I know t is equals to 1 second, what is u? So let us say what is u? You can calculate u, any equation you can use. So you have to calculate u. So let me check what is the thing you have to calculate. Calculate u and time. So time we have calculated, find u. So use any one of the equation. So let us see which equation you can use to calculate. So this equation, I think. Are you getting or not? This equation if you use, you have sin theta cos theta. So you have to eliminate sin theta cos theta. So either this equation, I have this equation, so I have to eliminate theta. Then I can calculate u. Are you getting or not? So what you do is, put t is equals to 1, and in this equation also t is equals to 1, and a square and then add, you will get the answer. Are you getting or not? So if you see the first equation, this equation you have, so let us say equation number 2. So let me check. So equation number 2, what you have equation number 2, that is here, t is 1, a is 1.5, so this is 0.75, so 3.75 is equals to u cos theta into t. So 3.75 is equals to u cos theta into t. So this is equals to u cos theta into t. So this is equation number 2. What is equation number 3 you have? So let us check equation number 3. If you put t is equals to 1, so this is 10 by 2, 5. So this value is 5, so this comes this side. So 6.25 is equals to u sine theta into t. So this is equals to u sine theta into t. Oh, t is also known. T is 1 basically. So now I have simply 3.75 is equals to u cos theta, and you have 6.25, this is equals to u sine theta. And now if you square and add these two equations, so you will have u is equals to root over 3.75 whole square plus 6.25 whole square. So this value you can calculate using calculator. So let us check 3.75 whole square. So 3.75. So I have 3.75 whole square plus 6.25 whole square. This value is 53.125. So if I take the root, I think there are some mistake I have done. 7.288. So this velocity is 7.288. 7.288 meter per second. Are you getting or not? Now if I want to write vector form, velocity in vector form, I can write what is the velocity u cos theta. U cos theta is 3.75. That is your x direction, 3.75i plus u sine theta 6.250. So I can write velocity in the vector form something like this, but the magnitude of the vector is this. Are you getting or not? So quite good problem. So very important part, you have to pay attention of this part, that the velocity becomes negative. That is very important. Even if you have taken vx, vy is equals to vx, you have got the same answer. Only thing is, in that case again, you have to see time, you have to take the time is the minimum time can't take, the maximum time you have to take, because it colliding the second time. So there are two time which will give you the same y. That is important.